If I wanted to change the banker's password, I would need to log in as the banker and then click on the word Vice President. Speaking of which, let's log in as the banker and look at the 4 bank buttons. Right now my only option is to close the bank. A message box appears that allows me to close the bank, cancel what I'm doing, or re-log in. I'm going to re-log in, and this time I'm going to re-log in as the banker. Password, again, is banker. Hit OK. Notice the screen looks exactly the same as you saw it as a teacher. But let's click on the word president and find out what happens. Unauthorized warning box appears, letting your banker know he is attempting to enter an area that he has no authority over. Click Exit to go back to the main screen. Let's take another look at the account balances that we saw when we made the group deposits of 15 credits. Let's click the Balances button, and it'll take us to a screen in which the banker will select an account to access. Click on the All Students button, and the bank will show you the present balance for every account. Assuming that your computer is already connected to the printer, you'll be able to print out a balance sheet by clicking the Print button. A message box will appear and remind you to make sure your printer is turned on. If it is, you can hit the Return key or just click OK, and your printer will produce a balance sheet. These are great to post in the room to use during auctions or sales of any kind. Let's click Done and go back to the main screen. The deposit and withdrawal functions are similar in operation and are very easy to use. And if your banker is given a bonus sheet to work from, the whole thing is a piece of cake. The bonus sheet is available as a PDF and can be found on the Credit Bank CD. It looks like this. The tally marks are probably used best for throughout the day recording of credits, and the numbers are when you have a student that does something exceptional and you give them those credits at that particular time for that activity. Your banker will be able to make a deposit and then go quickly to the next student on the sheet by clicking the Next button. Any student who is not receiving a deposit can simply be skipped by another click of the Next button. So let's go to Deposits. The deposit screen will ask you to choose an account. The name of the first account is displayed in the button. I'm going to click This Student, which will take me to Nicole's account. As you can see, all of Nicole's information that was entered when her account was originally created is displayed here. Towards the bottom is a text box for you to enter how many credits to deposit into her account. On the bonus sheet the banker has, there are 4 stick tally marks next to her name. That means that Mr. Morris gave her 4 credits during the course of the day. So the banker enters 4 and then clicks the green Deposit. Her balance is immediately updated and reflects the additional 4 credits. Let's click the Next button and we go to Son's account. Son earned 8 credits during the day, having one of the top scores on the last math test. Since that was earned at one time, the banker will see an 8 as opposed to tally marks he saw for Nicole. So we enter the 8 and then click Deposit. Next we have Brad's account. There's nothing next to Brad's name, no stick tallies or numbers, so we simply skip over. He did not receive any credits for the day. As you can imagine, it's a simple matter of clicking your way through the accounts and making deposits that are noted on the bonus sheet. Withdrawals work exactly the same way. We click on Withdrawals, we select the student we want to start with, and you basically see the same thing that you saw with the deposit. The only difference is the button is in red. Entering a number will subtract at this time. Again, you cycle through using the Next button one at a time. When the last withdrawal has been made, the banker simply clicks Done. Now it's time to delete the sample accounts and create new ones for your students. Click on Close Bank and re-log in. You'll need to re-enter the bank as the president in order to close the sample account. So we go in as the president, we click on Accounts, and we want to close. If we click on the All Students, the screen now displays Close All Accounts in the title box. Click on the Close All Accounts, and then we have a confirmation box that appears. Close All. Since deleting all account information is something that cannot be undone, a second confirmation box appears. Click Delete All. A new message box appears and suggests that you clear the screen. We're going to click OK, and we're going to clear the transaction log. Now the log is clear. Clicking Done will take us back to the main screen where we need to open a new account. To open accounts for your students, you're going to need a roster of names and birthdays. Once you have that in hand, just click on Accounts. Now, since the sample accounts have been closed, the bank is going to ask you if you would like to open accounts or import. We're going to click Open New. This will take us to the New Account screen. So we click on the first name and we type in the student's first name. Hit the Tab key, and that will take us through the screen. After checking the information, make sure it's correct, we click Another, and we now are able to enter a new student, and so on and so forth. When we are done, we click the Done button. By the way, if you make a mistake on any of your accounts and you notice that as you're working through the accounts, it's very easy to make those changes. You just go to Accounts and hit Edit, clicking on the Not This Student button, but the button over here shows you your class, and you can go in to any individual student and change their information. I'm hoping this video provided you with enough information to get your bank up and running. If you do have questions, you should check out the Credit Bank User's Guide. There is a copy for download on Rick's website, newmanagement.com.